Well, good evening, good evening to you, one and all. We are here with you for just a few moments because we have a few things that we need to share with you. Yes, I've come on sporadically, did not give out much of a notification whatsoever, but I figured you'll watch it now or you'll watch it later, whatever the case may be. And so we just wanted to get a little something out here, some information out here. We will be sharing that kind of information. Um, eh, Maybe again tonight and tomorrow and Tuesday and all of the rest of that. So we just wanted to get on here and to share with you concerning the uh, Saving the Soul of Youngstown tent revival that is coming up starting on Tuesday night. There's a couple of things that I want to share. Hey, Kathy, how are you? A couple of things I wanted to share with you so you know where we're at and what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish and what we're trying to achieve. Many of you know, without a doubt, that we, for the most part, hey, Sheila, how are you? For the most part, we raise that money for the sake of benefiting an organization that is helping underprivileged inner city youth. Myself, Bishop Paramore, we don't take a dime. We don't take any money for musicians, for anything like that, because everything we raise goes toward that organization that we have selected to provide for. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look this up real quick and see if I can do this because I need your help. And I'm just going to call it like it needs to be called. I need your help. I've got it out here on the screen. Not one previous sponsor was able to help us this year. Good evening, Jaleesa. Not one. And so, with that being said, the cost of what we are doing is now going to come from Bishop and I, and then the offerings that we raise. I'm on here before the revival even begins to see if there are some people who will sow into what we're doing. Yes, I've got Union's information up here. Union is usually the source that we use. Wendy, how are you? Listen to what I'm saying. I watched Kamala Harris raise millions in small donor giving. And so what I'm saying is if I can get you to give me $5, $10, 20, 30, 50, 100, 1,000, whatever it is, I'm asking that you would sow into what we were doing. I will not be I will not get disenchanted. I will not get bent out of shape. I will not do it because I believe that if organizations can't or won't, you will. We have benefited or people who City Kids Care was one of them, sent them kids to Florida so that they could have a good time. We invested a lot into Shimmy's organization so that he was able to help them. So I'm asking that you would do so. You see it up here on the screen. If it's not big enough for you to see, I'll do it this way. So I become smaller and it becomes larger. I would prefer that you would cash app Union $Union 528. Hey, Nancy, how are you? You can give this other way, but in the notation, I need you to be explicit and put in there revival. If you would do that for me, it would be absolutely tremendous. That would help because here's what we want to do. Here's what we need to say. Hey, Sherry, here's what we want to do. We don't want to take money away from an organization. to support the cost of actually having the revival take place. So I'm asking people now if you would be kind enough to do that. I know people are watching it now, other people will watch it later. Small donations, listen, whatever you can do, whatever you can do, whatever you can do will be greatly appreciated. Now, let me share one more thing. Now, y'all hear all of this noise going on. It's because Legend has my remote to the cars and he's pressing buttons and doing all kind of stuff. So you hear both of the vehicles making noises. That's just my booger inside. On Thursday, we are going to wear white. We're going to wear white or cream on that day in honor of Shimmy. Did you hear what I said? And Minister Rhonda, how are you, dear? In honor of Shimmy, who sacrificed his life on behalf of the young people in the city of Youngstown. So, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this later, we wanted to get this information out to you so that you would know what's taking place. I got it up here. Please, ma'am, please, sir. Please, ma'am, please, sir. I don't beg. I'm not a begging preacher, but I'm trying that after the cost of the tent, the porta potties, and all that other security, all of that are taken care of. There's an ample amount of money that's left over. Okay. Okay. That's left over so we can bless another organization. I need to do that. This revival, y'all, has literally saved the lives of people. I'm not telling you something that I'm guessing. I'm telling you something that I know. I never will forget that young man that was on his way to do something and he heard the sound of the revival and came and gave his life to the Lord. I never will forget that the woman was at the corner at the previous location that we were at, and her car was riddled with bullets, and her children walked out of that car unscathed. When we are in those neighborhoods, when we're in those places, hey, Tom, how are you? Crime goes down because the Spirit of God is in that place. Listen, y'all, listen to what I'm saying. Just need your help. $5, $10, $20, $100, $1,000, $10,000. If I don't know who I'm talking to, I don't know who I'm speaking to because I sent this invitation out to a ton of people. Whoever you are, would you please be so kind as to invest in us? It's probably my fault that I did not get this information out to our previous funders far enough in advance, but there are those who just weren't able to do it, and they just weren't able to do it. And how are you, dear? And so that's what I wanted to get on here to share with you. This is what I wanted to get on here to say to you, that I need your help, Bishop, and I need your help. The very first one, Bishop and I funded it straight out of our pockets because we wanted to make sure that we impacted an organization that's helping underprivileged children. So we were able to get sponsors to do it. This year, no one was able to help us. So I'm asking you. So um, I'm believing God that He'll do it. I'm believing God that He will bring it to pass. Trina, how are you? I'm believing God that people who are watching now or watching later will be touched by the Spirit of God, will be touched by the hand of God to provide some level of revenue that will come in. And we will make sure that we are good stewards of that and we can go from there. So listen. Here's the other thing that I need you to do. Don't forget, I need you to pray for the revival. I need you to start praying now for the revival. Don't wait until Tuesday night. Let's start praying now for the revival. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Good. I'm so glad you're back home, young lady, and praying that God will sustain your health as you continue to recover. And so that's what I'm asking you to do. Even if you want to make out a check, make it out to Union Baptist Church, put in the memo revival, put it in there, and we will make sure that we are good stewards of that. Okay. So that's what I wanted to say. Don't forget about Thursday night. We're going to be in white, cream white, so that we can commemorate the memory in the life of Shimmy Miller. I believe, yeah, Miller. I just know him as Shimmy Miller. So um, I want to thank you in advance for your sowing. I want to thank you in advance for your love. I want to thank you in advance for your caring. I want to thank you in advance for what you are doing, how you are doing what you are doing, and how you will bless the south side of Youngstown through your prayers and through your participation. Listen, I got to go. I got a little boy inside screaming and yelling because it was just so funny yesterday when his mama brought him here and he saw me. He screamed and yelled and ran up into my arms. These are the children we are trying to save from violence, from drug activity, from gang activity. And the only way to do it, with the help of the police, the FBI, whatever the case may be, is the blood of Jesus Christ. So listen, Latrina, bless you for being here. We appreciate you. So I'm going to get off of here because I'm trying to really not get really emotional. I saw what God did through our Congress of Christian Education. And I believe that there are people who are willing to invest in this revival so that the revenue that is raised can go to an organization that's touching the lives of our young people. I know you're there. I know you're there. And God is speaking to your heart right now. And so I have it up on the screen. I'll make it bigger so you can see it better than you can see me. This is what I need you to do. This is how I need you to do it. And we are believing God. Yeah, you can call 330-746-1217. Katrina may not answer now because she's whooped, tired, and crazy. But leave a message. We'll get back to you, or you can call again tomorrow. Whatever you want to do, we just need you to do that. I'm believing that God's going to bless us with $5,000 to $8,000 just through your donate, not the offerings that are going to be raised, but just to offset the cost. And then we take that extra money and put it toward what we're going to do for the organization that we will select. So I love y'all with the love of Jesus Christ. I thank God for you that are on here live, and I'm grateful to God for those of you who will watch it later, and the Spirit of God will touch your heart to be a blessing so that we can be a blessing to the city of Youngstown and that organization that's impacting the lives of young people to the glory of God. Listen, I got to go. Thank y'all so much for giving me about 13 to 15 minutes of your time. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday, relaxing and doing what you need to do to hear the Spirit of the Lord speak to you. Again, it doesn't have to be 10,000 or 1,000, $5, $2, whatever. Okay, we believe in a God that took 2 fish and 5 loaves and fed thousands. And so I'm asking that you would do that for us. I'm praying that you would do that for us. And I am believing, God, that when you do that for us, God is going to bless you like you have never been blessed before, irregardless of what the seed is. I believe that God is going to bless your efforts. He's going to bless your sacrifice. So listen, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to spend me a little more time with this little rugrat before it's time for him to go to bed. I love you, each and every one of you, with the love of Jesus Christ. Spread the word. Let it be known. Tuesday night, 6:30, we begin. South side of Youngstown, where the Hillman School used to be. That has been open for us. Good evening, Pastor Sati. And so it's been open for us. God has done great things for us. And we are looking so forward to what God will do. Sharon, bless your heart for being here. I love you. Rest well tonight. May God bless you. May he keep you, is our prayer.